Welcome to the Shortwave Radio channel, and we're going to talk about this little emergency radio, which is under different names, but it has one thing. Just look at CR1009. CR1009 is the model number, and so whatever model you actually come across, whatever brand it's like, you'll see that it's the same radio, and it is an emergency type radio. There's some positive things on this thing, and there's some very negative things on this thing. The positive side of it is for emergencies. It is an interesting little device because it has power for a lot of things. This is, first of all, a power bank. It has a 5,000 milliamp hour battery in it. When it's fully charged, that's a lot of power, and that's a lot of power for different things. It's a lot of power for this flashlight that has 2 intensities. It also has a lot of power for the output here for light. If you need to have steady light for many hours, already here you probably have some really winning combination in case of power outages. The other thing that is winner, NOAA weather channels.
Temperature steady near +1. The UV
It actually works very well on that side. It has all 7 weather channel from NOAA and Environment Canada in Canada.
Winds becoming northwest.
It also does have shortwave, AM, FM. We'll come to that in a little while.
Shop online or the new
And you'll see how it is. This is AM. It has, of course, the possibility to charge your smartphone with a 5,000 milliamp hour power bank. It actually can charge it quite well. It has, of course, a charging port. It is a solar receiver, so this works on sunlight. Should charge somewhat the battery, internal battery also in some place. And it is definitely a nice add-on to an emergency pack. It has a crank here that you can actually use to charge the battery, internal battery, if needed. But like I said, it's a 5,000 milliamp hour battery pack, so it's pretty amazing. It has a little spot here for AAA batteries. If you do have some around, you can add that. So it's like a variety of power options that are available, and it's really nice for that. At the top, if you're in the middle of the woods, it has a little compass, so you'll know where's north. It actually works well. I've tested it because a lot of emergency receivers have this little compass that just is crap. Now this one is actually a good one, and it actually works well in telling you where is north. So if you're lost in the woods, maybe you want to have this along with you. Apart from that, this receiver has some AM, FM, and shortwave reception capabilities. I will demonstrate some of it in the next few videos, as you'll see how its performance is. AM FM is okay. I mean, in FM I was able to get my Burlington station WVPS on 107.9, so that gives it points for an okay sensitivity on FM. AM is not too bad. It does get stations. The problem is the bandwidth is a little large, so when you hear a strong station, it takes a very big chunk of the spectrum. Also, the frequency analog display is very jammed, very small. So everything is jam-packed next to each other. That's kind of not necessarily fun to tune. Also, if you can listen to the way it tunes, you see that it has muting, and each muting is a step. That means that it's a DSP-based receiver, first of all, so it probably has that silicon integrated chip in it. And it makes it a little more difficult to really tune well on the different frequencies you're tuning. But it has some sensitivity in AM mode also in receiving stations. Shortwave, unfortunately, I'm not even been able to receive a station on it because here, in my environment in Montreal, it overloads so much with the FM stations that it just doesn't work. And that is, if you had to have a sad part, shortwave is crap. If you bought this for shortwave, forget it. The other thing is shortwave starts at 7 megahertz. Obviously, a lot of people that design these radios have no idea what shortwave is all about. If you have an emergency radio that starts at 7 megahertz, I don't know who you decided to hire to create this receiver, but he had no idea what he was doing. I'm sorry, but that's the case. Another thing that I've seen a lot of comments on, mine seems to be fairly okay, but a lot of people complain that the range that's written here, the radio doesn't get to that range, meaning that some people say that even though it says 1710, some people have noted that, it stops at around 1600, 1620, 1640. It doesn't go the full range. I gotta say, when I go to 107.9 FM for the WVPS station, I feel a tightness in the tuning, kind of telling me that I'm really, really maxed out at where I can tune. So I'm not surprised that people might be actually saying this. Sound quality, not too bad. Sound quality is actually good. It's strong, powerful, does the job. What would I say about this radio? Of course, like I said, shortwave is bad. AM is okay, but it's not a DX machine. FM is okay, nothing more. As a shortwave radio, don't buy this. That's for sure. As maybe an emergency radio that you throw in, somewhere in your home in case of emergencies, that's where this actually might be an interesting buy. It's not very expensive, and it will have, with the flashlight, with the lamp, with also the capability of AM, FM, and the NOAA weather stations that it does well. It's actually a worthy emergency radio. It's just not a worthy shortwave radio. For that, it's absolutely useless. So that's pretty much what I have to say. For the rest, kind of nice green color. It's a little heavy, and I think it has to do with the 5,000 milliamp hour battery that is inside to give it a power bank. That also could be very useful in times of emergencies. If this is fully charged when the power goes out, not only do you have radio for a really long time, you have some power to maybe juice up your smartphone enough to do some calls and have a little bit of, smartphone going on. So for that, not too bad. But for the rest, honestly, shortwave is crappy, and there probably are some better offers out there in terms of radio. So, like I said, whatever brand it is, if it's a CR1009, this is the same radio. If you see it, then it looks like this. Same thing. Unfortunately, shortwave crappy. AM, FM is just okay. NOAA weather channels, not bad. Power bank is cool. Lamp and flashlight, very useful and very powerful. It's nice. For emergencies at home, for emergencies in case the power goes out, it could be nice. For a radio that you use every day, I don't think so. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us a thumbs up. Thank you for watching.